Previously on Tazawa Tanks.
I'm getting a background from Universal Rocks. They were very gracious to give me a couple of backgrounds for free, so they are working on that and sending it out to me. And this is going to have a rock 3D background, and it's going to be a Tanganyikan display tank with all small Tanganyikan fish. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Zenzo from Tazawa Tanks here. And Christmas came early. Today is actually Christmas Eve. I got a package yesterday and I'm excited to open it up. I've been waiting for this package. I've talked about it. You guys know that it's coming. And here it is. It's quite heavy and quite large. So in there, we've got like $1,000 worth of backgrounds and rocks from Universal Rocks. I'm very excited that they sent this package to me. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and take a look at everything. And then what we've got to do today is I've got to drain the 125. So right now in there, basically, there's a pleco in there. I think I'm just going to take the pleco, put him in the 90-gallon Malawi peacock tank for now, and then figure out what to do with them long term. But he'll be fine in there. There's plenty of space. I'll bring his rock in there so he can have his little area. And then I'll drain the water and start that whole process. Probably just get like a time lapse of that. But I do want to open this box. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, see what's in it, and then show all of you. That was a lot to unpack. It was actually a lot more than I was anticipating. And let me grab my phone because I want to read off the list of everything that's in there. We got some Deco Aqua Gray rocks. We got some rock combos. The large wall that we have, the large background, that's called the crystal wall. And that one they size to fit, so you give them the interior dimensions of whatever aquarium they're going to go into, and then they'll cut it to fit. So that one is going to fit the 125. And then they also sent a custom Dragonstone flush background that's going to go in the 5-foot wide 90-gallon tank. And then they sent me a bunch more rocks. They sent me stacked slate, different types, stacking rock. It's a lot. There's some large pieces in there. So some of them I'm not sure where they're going to go. I might have to kind of move some things around. I might use them in different tanks. The good thing about them is that they're all lightweight. So even like something like this, which if this were a real rock would be probably like 80 to 100 pounds or something like that. But this is not. This is probably like 15 pounds or something like that, right around there. It feels like a lightweight bumper plate. And it's made out of their special resin or whatever they use, but it's relatively flexible. I mean, it's rigid, but like it's a little bit pliable at the edges. And it looks like, this looks like, I don't know, like obsidian or something almost. It's pretty cool. So a really nice dynamic piece. So yeah, we'll get a chance to install these. So now I think I'm gonna take these outside and hose them off because they have like dust on them and maybe some residual stuff from when they made them. They're released from the mold, so it's kind of dusty and dirty. So I'll take these outside in the driveway, hose them off or pressure wash them off lightly, not with like heavy pressure, and then go ahead and start tackling this tank. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering how I keep the beneficial bacteria going in the filters, I just throw it in one of my extra like hold tanks, quarantine tanks, and I just keep this tank fed all the time with, well, you know, I feed it every once in a while. You can see a little pellet in there, and that keeps the beneficial bacteria alive, and then I can just throw in some sponge filters or whatever and just keep it wet so that the bacteria doesn't all die off. I got a lot more done than I anticipated. So I'm addressing the 125-gallon tank. It's draining right now. I ended up like cleaning equipment in there and everything, sponge filters, just so it was just easy to do. And so it's just a muddy mess in there, but that's just draining out. There's nothing living in there now. I ended up moving the giant, it's not a giant, but it's a common Plecostomus. I put him in a 20-gallon tank right now. I know, Zenzo, what are you doing putting a Plecostomus in a 20-gallon tank, a common Plecostomus? But I thought about it. I thought, well, if I put him in the 90, then it's just more stressful because, you know, the cichlids are boisterous. And then when I go to rehome him, if I end up not keeping him, then I'm going to have to catch him out of there, which is going to be a pain. So, because he doesn't move around a lot, Plecostomuses, they just kind of like, you know, lounge and do their thing. I just put him in the 20 with his big rock cave thing, and he can safely stay in there. And yeah, normally you would want to not keep a fish that large in a small tank, but I am going to be keeping up on maintenance, obviously, doing water changes to make sure that the water's good in there and it's temporary. If I decide to keep him long term, he's going to go in a large tank, probably the 90. If I don't, then I'll rehome him. So speaking of the 90, I actually ended up installing that that dragonstone background and those rocks in there. I thought about it and I thought, you know what, like, rip off the Band-Aid, Zenzo, because I have been dreading doing some of these projects. I've been kind of procrastinating, to be honest with you, and I thought, you know what, I'm down here, I'm already getting dirty, let's just do the thing. So did a water change, took out all the rocks and decor, added the background. I didn't do a silicone job in this, but it fits super perfect. So I gave them the measurements and they like got them spot on to the millimeter. It fits in there super snug, right to the edges, perfect. I'm not gonna silicone that one in, it fits nice and flush. This one we are gonna do the silicone process, and I will film that and kind of document and show you how that's done. So that means draining the tank, you know, shop vacuuming out all the gravel, or you know, whatever's left in there, drying the tank, putting the background in, siliconing it, the whole thing. So we're gonna do that with this tank, but for this one I just set it in and it's perfect. It's super cloudy right now because we did a bunch of stuff in there, so I will come back and get some B-roll and you'll see it nice and clear. It looks really good. I'm very happy about it, so thank you to Universal Rocks for that. What else is going on? Yes, we got the Pleco in the 20, we've got this draining, everything's out of there. This is what it is. Let me grab, I'm gonna leave this camera here. I'm just gonna grab my phone and show you the rest of the backgrounds here. I'll just do a little phone footage here. And here we go. So that's where I left you guys, through the door to the gym. And here we can see this is a 6-foot background, so this is going to be going in that 125. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, with this piece yet. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it. I have an idea about using it, but once the tank is empty and drained and dry, then we'll kind of test fit some pieces and see where everything goes. But I think I'm gonna end up using that, so happy about that. And yeah, so anyway, if you don't know, this is my home gym. I do go to the gym, but this is the gym I use when I'm not feeling like going to the gym, and I've got a big TV here, just watching some NFL football. So I think we're gonna call that a video. The next one will be with me putting the 125 together. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that next. Then we'll do the 60-gallon breeder project last. We're gonna do that one, probably gonna do that one last, or the tank upstairs last. So this is next, then the 20s and the 60-gallon breeder, then the tank upstairs, probably last. I did change my mind on some fish, so we will be moving some things around. I'm actually gonna be doing more dwarf Mbuna. So I love these guys so much, my Psilocybe, that I've decided to set up a second colony of them upstairs so that I can enjoy them in the living room and down here. So that's what's gonna happen. So anyway, if you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. It really helps me. It shouldn't be that much for you. All you gotta do is sign into your YouTube account and click subscribe, hit that little bell, and yeah, so anyway, with that, I'll leave you with this video over here. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you on the next one.